Hi, I'm Becky Rose Dungeon Girl. Welcome to episode 11. In the last episode, the players ran away from the plot. So let's see what happens in this week's episode, which is called Consequences. So, we're a little bit late starting, so let's go straight into the introductions and go through the players one by one to introduce themselves and a little bit about their characters. Let's go. I'll go along the line here. Let's have Jenny first.
Ardus Barrowmead, drunkard, halfling. Terrible playing bagpipes, but does his best.
Now, because your older version of you has beaten you in a bagpipe off, you're saying you're bad at it.
Yeah, well, he takes his art very seriously. He obviously has to do some more work on it.
Awesome. And Steffi.
Boris Winsett, the hunchback blacksmith, ran away from his problems more than once, abandoned by his fairy godmother.
Fairy godmother. Oh, if only you knew who she was. And Phil.
Hiya, I play Dak Bearstalker. I'm a Goliath barbarian. Don't particularly like dwarves, so I got the opportunity to kill a lot of them in the last episode. I like the odd drink, and I've only been dead once.
Now it comes out that you hate dwarves. Where was that before?
Because of the last episode.
Oh, it's because, right, I see. It's a fresh hatred. I'll see if I can put some dwarves in for you tonight and give you a dwarven body count. Maybe Tim might make an appearance. We'll see. And Mark.
Yeah, I play Savannah, a rather cuddly tiger folk monk, and he hates paperwork. And will kill as often as possible.
Okay, I'm going to switch to my special GM cam for this episode. There we go. It's got the chat up and a sort of background of a ruined city. The reason why will become relevant soon. And no, it is not Ashad Thum. So yes, the players are heroes, are heroic heroes who, in the last session, were little more than murder hobos. It's true. Who yes, they left Ashad. We had a little chat after I called it last week's, but of course we play fortnightly. We had a little chat, and they don't want to go back in. You see, I can explain this. You see, what happened is, before this season began, I said, what kind of adventure do you guys want? And they said, oh, we know you kind of do epic, but we want something a bit more darker, a bit more mysterious, and more investigatory. So I put that in, and they turn into murder hobos and then run away.
It was all a lie.
Not wrong. So, trying not to take this as a slight against my GMing, I'm going to see if this campaign can in any way be recovered. Our heroes have left Ashad Thum, and in the surroundings of Ashad Thum, it is mostly farmland. There actually not a lot of good quality food is grown here, because although the dwarves do eat some of the farm stuff, they mostly eat the fungi from deep down in the mountain. Most of what's grown up here is for the slaves, and a lot of the farms are offering slave feed at different prices. And the slave feed amounts to little more than what we in Britain would call muesli and what you in the rest of the world would call rabbit food, which is apparently served without milk. Sacrilege. Now, I'm just trying to remember where on Earth I left the map of the world, because we're going to need it. So, oh, I remember. See, I'm in a bit of a rush because I had to move my computer and stuff just before this session. The reason for which might become apparent later unless the players run away again. Alright, so I'm just looking for the map of the region of the world we're in. It's right here. I'm going to bring that up on screen. Okay. So let me just do this in such a way the chat stays on screen for the moment. There we go. That'll do. So, let's get the old whiteboard up. And what we're going to do is basically they go for a little wander past the mountain range until it gets narrow enough to cross. And unless they've changed their mind in the intervening time, as I understand it, they want to head back to the city of Moraine down here. Is that still the case?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what little prep I've done will still be appropriate. So they cross the mountain range over a point of which it's at this point just sort of low foothills, and make their way to rejoin the river at Little Dock. Little Dock is as the name says, it is a small dock where they do some work on the ships. I'm just going to clear the map off screen. Yeah, so where they do work on the ships. So whilst it does, the town itself is on the Drek Thumar River, which is a big river which takes lots of shipping, lots of trade from here, runs from Thum Dock down to the city of Moraine. And I've just read TM Critical Fails chat. No, I think we need to have Tim back in a lot sooner than getting to Moraine. But maybe he'll survive, we'll see. And so, as you approach Little Dock, you approach in the early hours of the morning, and there's no candles in the windows, there's no lights on, there's no smoke coming out of chimneys. And as you get closer, you realise that the buildings themselves have turned to rubble. Oh, if I can just get the camera lined up. And this is what you see as you approach. It's all rubble and destroyed. What do you do? So, as you approach, basically, the way the get that back right. The way this this town is laid out is there's lots of little tributaries coming off the river, and there are lots of shipyards there and shipwrights, and they do repairs to all the boats on the river here. And you've just come up to one of those little tributaries now and have found a crossing point. There you are. See, I actually managed to find a little model here for Savannah, which was a right pain in the neck.
So I told you he was cute.
Oh, let me get the camera in the right place. Hang on. There we go. It's going to be a little shaky because this is relying on the ARM-based Steadicam. I just realised I don't need to have that overlay up. I'm just going to take that off. There we go. So, this is what you see beyond. What do you do?
What the hell happened there?
It looks a mess.
Should we look for survivors?
Suppose we should.
Yeah, I think we should wade across and see what's over there.
Okay, you wade across the river. Do, 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 do. I get to make silly sounds now. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. There we are.
If Savannah made that noise every time he walked, then what have we got?
Okay, and as you reach this looks like it's an actual barricade that's been put down in the river. As you look around, it's not revealing much new. But at that moment, if I can do this, these characters, two dwarves, walk across the road in front of you, and they're holding boxes. So they've got boxes in one hand. They're clearly full of fruits, and you can see a little gold chain there as well. So hanging out of one of the boxes.
Do you think they're raiding the place?
It's those
Looks like
dwarves
they're
again.
I think we should hide.
Would it be possible, Becky, to, as they're kind of going past and we've seen this sort of golden necklace or whatever it was, would I be able to try and discern if it was dwarven or not? I know that's kind of like a long shot.
The chain hanging out of the box. Oh,
Yeah.
From that distance, and given it's moving, I'd say You can't really tell much about it. What you do know is that most of the gold in this region comes from Moraine City, but most of the goldsmiths are actually in Ashad Thum. So gold tends to go to Ashad Thum in exchange for goods, and then will get sent back in the form of jewellery, for which they exchange it for even more gold. So they're onto a winner there, aren't they?
Okay. We should follow them.
Yes, I think you're right.
Okay, are you trying to do this quietly, by the way?
I am.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's have stealth rolls from everybody.
Everybody.
13.
13. Jinx.
Okay,
17.
find the right window.
Moddy 20.
Hang on, what did I just read in the chat there, Jenny? Terrifying GM remark 7812. Fuck, it's an earthquake.
Oh, that's two different. That's two completely different things. When you were shaking the camera around, I was like, oh, it's like an earthquake. Oh.
Okay, so as you can see from my D20 roll there, you completely ace your stealth. The dwarves present do not notice you, and you hop over the barricades. And actually, what I'll do first is I'll move the camera in first and show you what you see. So you move up to the next barricade along this little path here, and from here, this is what you can see. If you turn left, you can see a few dwarves and stuff, and then as you turn right, that's what you see as you look around. So, just going to move your characters up to the barricade. This is a total experiment, this, because I thought...
Boats down the river?
Sorry? Any boats down the
Did you see
river?
any boats on the river as we crossed?
Okay, Savannah, right, so you have a look down the river. So, suddenly, upstream, this way, you won't get any because of the crossing point. Right, but downstream, let's say it's really down to chance as to whether you can even see the main river from here. And I'm going to say yes, and you see a vessel the likes of which you've never seen before. And could you make an investigation roll?
I think I can. What would that be?
It's a skill.
Oh, there's an investigation, okay. Investigation, that would be 15.
Okay. Yeah, it's basically it's definitely floating in the river. It appears to be made of metal, and unusually you see no masts on it.
Yeah, okay.
And you think running down the length of the ship appears to be some kind of large metal cylinder. Could that be a cannon? You're not sure.
Okay. So go back to the others and whisper an explanation. There's something really strange in the water. There's something odd going on.
Okay, you're whispering.
Big boat.
You're whispering quite close to some dwarves. So could I ask you to make a stealth roll, please?
You can.
Come on, kitty.
Yep, that would be a 20-something.
Yeah, you based it. Okay, guys, what do you want to do? Alright, so actually what you can do, of course, from here is see what the dwarves do. So I should do an action with them. If this is even on camera from here, it's quite hard for me to see what I'm doing. Now we've cleared out the house at the far end. We'll get these loaded on board. Carry on walking.
Yeah, I knew it. I'm raiding. What about the other two that are staying behind? Yeah.
So the buildings, do they look like they've just fallen down or knocked down?
Well, it looks recent, although arguably you might suggest these models don't look that recent, but it's what I had. So yeah, they definitely looks like it's happened recently. But whatever it is, it's not like an earthquake or anything like that. It looks more something has done this to them. An external influence, you think?
I whisper again to the weapon we heard about.
Has Tim
You think that was real?
reported back yet?
For God's sake.
Tim, he said Tim, did you hear that?
No sign of him yet. I'll go check on him.
Guys, just say the words, and I'm kind of raising my bagpipes up.
It's all gone black.
Yeah, sorry, I had to go find where Tim was.
Before they go, we gotta do something.
Can we? Are there any houses where it looks like people might be holding up? Any buildings that look like
You have
the
a look
safest
around,
country?
and what I'm going to do, I just for the sake of people watching, I'm just going to lock the camera onto mine for a moment. So this is what you see as you have a look around.
Okay, so I'm kind of a bit tired of waiting for the others to say something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sort of lean out to make sure I can see the leader, the one who was. I think the one that said it, has Tim come back yet? That one.
Hey, you! Says this dwarf coming out from the rubble. Sorry, you were leaning out, yeah?
I was leaning out towards that left bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to play this rather mesmerizing hypnotic tune on him, which is essentially Charm Person.
Okay.
So you need to make a wisdom save.
I suspect I failed there.
Yarp!
This is not exactly Steadicam, is it?
Okay, so this effect's gonna last for an hour.
Okay. Can you describe it me, please?
As in just explain to you what happens, or?
Yeah, just because I can't remember the. That's not the. No, Friends is the one where you get advantage. Charm is.
Yeah. Charm Person just means that we are essentially, we treat each other as friends.
Okay.
Unless something bad happens, like I try and kill him or something like that.
Okie doke, gotcha. Okay, so you have charmed him.
Okay. So I am going to sort of step out. I'm going to pretend that I'm wounded and sort of stagger a little bit in front of them, and say, "Oh, please help me, please. I've been injured. There was a wolf, and I'm just a poor little halfling."
Oh, a survivor. Did you say? Wait a minute, I know you, don't I?
Oh yes, I do. Yes, it's a relation, maybe distant relative. Maybe I performed for you, and I'm kind of holding the bagpipes up.
Okay. Meanwhile, who are you?
Has that one seen all of us then?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
As you look at him, he is holding what look to be a framed picture. The frame has got some kind of gold decorative pattern on it, and he's holding some silverware, some cutlery, which he appeared to have been sorting through, and he's still got a few of the bits in his hand. You don't look like you were from here.
No, we're with her. Sorry, we're with him.
You point out
pointing towards
Ardis.
Ardis.
Okay, he comes forward to take a look and stands on top of the little cart there in the barricade. Okay, back with you, Jenny.
So essentially what I'm trying to do is to kind of distract him a bit in order for the others to sort of sort out what they're going to be doing.
Could you make an investigation roll, please?
Oh, yeah, sure. Sorry, my hands are full. Give me a sec. Okay, that is an 18.
Okay, this dwarf has beads in her beard.
Oh. Okay.
Did you play for me yet? Could it have been at... Did you play at Tim's birthday 3 years ago?
I did, I did a string of birthdays around that time, and Tim's, yeah, it was my favourite. You guys were great.
I don't really remember it, to be honest. I did do a lot of alcohol.
That's fair. So what happened here? Why is it all ruined like this? What was there an earthquake?
I'm afraid that's a state secret of Ashad Thum. I can't discuss that with you.
Oh. Well, that's interesting, because I have a few friends in Ashad Thum who probably want to know what's going on here.
Well, it's ordered by the Primarch. It's all above board and with the regime. It's just I'm not allowed to discuss it, military secrets and all that.
I don't mean to be rude. I'm sure you're very, very busy, but I noticed as well your colleagues, I guess, they were carrying some stuff.
Yes.
And I think one of them was actually from my own house.
Well, this is the field of victory. We're allowed to plunder, I mean, if it goes to waste, it's pointless, right? You want gobwings to get it, or boglins, or worse, an orcish raiding party from the desert or something? Or what are those giants, or the cat folk?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, you see, one of my places is just over there. I'd been away for a little bit, came back, found all this.
Meanwhile, Tim, you found anything good yet? Yeah, I found loads of gold. Hang on, I'll start passing it down.
So I'm looking back, like doing this at everyone.
Dak will walk over towards the guy that's on the mound of rubble with the picture and saying, "Can I help you with that? Pass that stuff to me. I'll help you down."
Stand back in the name of the Ashad Thum Navy.
Well, I think it's a bit much calling it a navy. It's only a river.
I said stand back in the name of the Ashad Thum Navy.
It's okay, we're only trying to help.
Yeah, you're only a wee lad. We'll get you down off that pile of rubble.
And he backs away to the other side of it. That's moving over here. What do you do? He appears to be walking at a pace away from you.
Is he watching us, or is he just turned his back?
He's walking at pace away from you. Got a moment to react.
Go after him. Jump the wall after him.
Okay. And what do you do?
Charge after him and try to grab him.
Yeah,
I draw my spear, seeing the other two going into attack.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's have initiative.
Yeah, we're going to keep with the murder hobo.
Wow.
Oh.
That's 11.
16.
14.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, it's 10. Not bad.
Right, I'm going to have to put this camera down a moment and make a note of this somewhere. I simply do not have enough hands. I need a camera assistant with a Steadicam. It has to be a micro Steadicam though, because there's really not much to work with. That
You
Right.
attach it to the cat.
You're right. That'll work.
Just leave a trail of food. Yeah, it'll go exactly where you want.
Okay. So I think Savannah, you had the highest, didn't you? 20 some plus.
Yeah, 20 something.
Steffi, what did you get?
16.
And Ardis?
14.
Earth to Dak?
Mine's 10.
10. Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't think to get stats out. Never mind, I'll make them up. Right. Nothing new there. Okay. So, Savannah is clearly first. So, you said you wanted to do a grapple?
Yeah, trying to knock him down to the ground and keep him quiet, basically.
Okay, that's an opposed roll. I rolled an 18.
Ooh. What am I? Oh, yeah, okay.
So it's either athletics or
my-
acrobatics.
Yeah, well, we'll go with acrobatics in that case. Yeah, that would be a 23.
Well, you beat my guy. So, yeah, he's pinned to the ground, and you leap up and sort of apply your weight, your body weight to him, and being a large cat, that's quite effective.
Yeah, okay. So I sort of look around at the others, see if anybody else has heard anything.
Okay. Not yet, because, you know, you're a cat, you kind of pounce quietly and stuff, so, yeah, you're good so far.
Okay, well...
However, he's probably going to scream out if you don't do something with him.
Yeah,
Dak will look over him and just go shh, threaten him just to be quiet.
No, I think. Okay, where are we in the turn here? Was that?
Well, you've acted really, so
yeah.
Folas.
I move as close as I can to him and hold my spear threateningly. And I say, if you make a sound, this goes right through your head. And that'd be a ready action.
Okay, so back to Ardis.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that I heard at least something that happened behind me.
No, they were really quiet. You heard the guy approach.
Oh, awesome.
You were aware of talking, but the attack was really quiet.
Oh, okay, that's cool. All right, in that case, I'm gonna try and persuade this guy some more. And basically, I'm trying to think how to do this because it's not working that well. But like, so I say, well, you know, all that stuff that you got, all those boxes of food, that kind of thing. It's not really worth that much, surely. I mean, what would you do with some food? Why don't you, give it away to the poor, that kind of thing?
Well,
Sell it.
We have a crew to feed, and fresh food is nice, but and the gold, of course, goes towards the Ashatu military. So, it's might keep the odd thing ourselves. That's just part of the how we work as a crew. We're allowed to keep a few things from our victories, but the bulk of it will go to.
You mean like those beads? Was that from a victory?
Beads?
Yeah, the beads in your beard, or is that someone else?
No. The beads in my beard. Well, this one signifies that I'm available. This one signifies that my father was in the party. This one signifies that my mother was in the military. This one signifies that my grandfather was a member of the party. This one signifies my great-grandfather was a member of the party.
I'm going to sort of look past her in order to see what the hell the others are doing.
Yeah, so these two went off to the boat and have started to return by now.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, this one is receiving stuff that's been passed down by Tim up here in the roofs.
Yeah. Okay.
Make a perception roll, please, Ardus.
10.
Okay. With a 10, you just notice those guys down there on the road. You don't see anything extra. Right, who was next? Let's have a quick look. After Ardus. Oh, it's their turn to move. So, these guys are busy engaged in conversation. She's obviously talking to you. We've described what's happening over there. You haven't seen... Right, so this dwarf, he goes... He nods quietly, but you see on his face the look of disdain. Like you've managed to turn his military victory into great shame for him, and he is not happy. Dak, your go.
Are we sort of in a house there?
You're in the ruins of one, yeah.
Yeah. Dak will move towards the front wall just to sort of like check what's happening outside.
Or the road. Okay, let's have a stealth roll. Oh,
Oh, that's a 19, and that's a stealth 2. Oh, that's a 20 with more.
alright, that gap's just got to get a little bit bigger to fit your face in. So was that 20 or plus?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Hey, kitty.
Yes, dear.
Kitty. Oh. Duh. I'm Becky, I'm a beginner. Right. So back to the top of the initiative. It's Kitty's turn.
Okay. He's gonna try. He's gonna attempt to knock him unconscious. Basically, grab his head and bash it against the stone.
Okay, I'm going to make a Constitution save for him. He fails his Constitution save. He passes into unconsciousness and certain brain damage.
Okay. See, I didn't kill him at all. Not yet.
He'll be drivelling for the rest of his short life.
That's okay.
Olus.
I'll is there any sort of ropes or anything around that I could like tie him up with?
I say you find some stuff that you can tie him up with, yeah, and you gag his mouth. You improvise from the remains of stuff you find in this house, some linen and what have you.
Yeah, if I could put a sheet over him, we can pop him in the corner with a sheet over him.
Yeah, you stuff him in the corner and you cover the sheet with rubble. Hang on. I can do that. I've got some shit tickets here. There we go. That's a rather large sheet. It's for a double bed. It's for a quadruple bed. It's for the wear bed, in fact. If you've ever heard of that, the 7-person bed.
No.
No, you don't have the wear bed. Oh well, anyway. Very large bed in the town of Ware, which is a stupid name for a town.
I thought you meant like a bed that got bigger as there was
Like
like
a were bed, like a were tiger. No, in a town called Ware, which is a stupid name because it's like, oh, where's Ware? Where you from? Where? Yes, where?
Why?
I used to live there as well.
It's been done before, better with who's on first.
Oh, I'm so fucking sorry. Well, I did that when I was 4 years old, so screw you, because that's when I lived there. So, there. Right. Shut up and take an action, somebody. Ardus.
Okay, so I'm gonna look around a little bit, see what my companions are doing, and I'm going to message one of them, the first one that pops into my head. In fact, I'm going to roll to make it random. Why not? Okay, it's going to be Dak, and I'm going to simply say, Tim is here, do something!
Okay. As you're looking around, you spot a couple more dwarves in. See, this is you here. You're building to the left here. You spot a couple of dwarves up in the rafters there. Looks like there's 3 of them.
Okay. And after I've messaged him, I'm just going to kind of end the conversation and say, yeah, I need to actually sit down for a bit, you know, I'm getting a bit old, my back, you know, if you don't mind.
Oh, let me help you over the barricade. There's a bench just here.
Oh, well, actually, I'd rather be in the street, you know, the sun's coming down, it'll keep me warm.
Oh, well, hang on a moment. I'll get some dwarves to get the bench out for you.
Oh, thank you.
And let's say by now these guys have returned, and they hop over the. They get the bench for you. Oh, I don't know if you can even see what I'm doing there, but anyway, here we go.
So what I'm planning to do is I'm basically going to be blending in plain sight. So I'm going to keep an eye out as to what's going on. If anything shifty happens, I'm going to message them and think, where the hell have they gone?
Okay, these 2 dwarves go into this building opposite you.
I'm going to just get out an apple, start eating it.
Okay. Right, who's next? That's the dwarves themselves. So, right, at this point, this guy over here starts heading back to the ship. But you don't see Tim yet. These 2, one of them starts wandering up to this building here. Oh, I shouldn't show you that yet. Anyway, he wanders up to that building there. Let's bring up this wild-eyed one over here. Oh, knocking models over. There we go. So this guy comes out, and they start having a conversation as well. Right. Dak. Here you are.
Yes.
Just seen all that going on.
I'll turn back to the others and say quietly, there's dwarves everywhere, but I've just had a message from Ardis, and he says Tim's here. We should do something.
Did he say where Tim is?
No, he didn't. And he didn't say what to do. He just said Tim's here. Do something.
He just did something.
Character limit.
Yeah, we want to.
140 characters.
Twitter.
You got a limited
Swing
character.
head
Is that
towards
it?
that ball.
So he probably wants us to get Tim somehow, but I don't know where he is. The 2 outside aren't Tim.
Okay, Ardis, you're actually sitting down opposite that wall.
Yeah.
So you hear that conversation.
Oh, fabulous. Yeah, I pretend to not listen, but I'm blatantly listening.
Well,
Well, they seem to be taking the gold somewhere. If Tim's doing that too, he's bound to be going the same direction the rest of them are.
well, they could be going back to that boat.
Do you think we can make our way down and nick the boat?
Wow, it was pretty big.
Well,
I have no idea how'd you sail one of those.
if it's one of those weapons things, that should be.
Well, could we grab a couple of dwarves, make them sail it for us?
Well, there's plenty here. Maybe there aren't that many left on the boat. Maybe we can sneak on. But how will we get close enough?
If we creep down the riverbank behind the houses, we might be able to get close enough that way. If we wait till they're all back into the village grabbing loot, then we can...
And I can stand guard looking like one of them.
Yeah, I think that sounds
Should
like
look
a
fine from a
plan.
distance.
Yeah?
Can you see Ardis? Can he hear us?
Are you
to Dak.
responding to that, Ardis?
That was to Dak or anybody
Oh.
else.
If I can hear them in earshot.
Yes, you can. They're literally the other side of the wall.
Cool. In that case, I... Ooh, do I whisper? No, I'll message Savannah this time and say, yes, I can hear you.
She can hear. He can hear us. So we can make plans as a group.
Okay.
So we'll go sneak. We'll try and sneak down the river to the boat.
Can Artis distract them? Could the dwarves that's in the street, if he distracts them with some bagpipe playing or something?
Well, we need to get him on board as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
but he needs to get away from them, doesn't he? Can you sneak away? Can you sneak away?
Where to?
Get you, Charm, to take you down to the boat.
Yeah, ask to look at the boat. We'll meet you down there.
So when I'm at the boat, then what?
We're going to try and sneak on board.
The only thing is I'm only friendly with one of them. If the other see you, then they'll just run for you.
And at that moment, I'm just going to focus the camera on the scenery for a moment. Stuff is happening with the dwarves. So this guy comes back out, pocketing a load of gold and silverware. And these three start walking down the street. And when they get closer to Ardus, this guy, this crazy looking one here, wild-eyed, runs up to you, Ardus. Who the hell are you?
Not again.
No, between friends? What's... You look like you haven't slept in days.
It's okay, it's okay. This is somebody who used to live here. Well, we should run him through then! No, it's an old friend of mine. Played at Tim's birthday.
Yeah,
But if they live here, there can't be witnesses! You fool! But they're a friend. No witnesses! And they actually, the crazy looking guy actually draws his sword and starts threatening the person you believe to be the captain.
Okay, I try and...
This looks bad.
So I come up behind the crazy one, and I just simply with my hands, I try and pull his sword arm back. Say, look, we can talk about this. We don't have to involve violence.
I think it's time for some fresh initiative, because we've got a three-way fight, so... yeah.
20.
23.
Are we rolling too?
Yeah. I got some extremes there, I have to say. Right, Folus, what's yours?
1. Well, no, 2. Keep getting down my bonus.
And Dak.
Mine's a 4.
Well, you'd be pleased to know you're ahead of some of the dwarves at least.
It's always handy.
Okay. The first person to act here then is Savannah. So Savannah, you are aware that a fight is breaking out in the street and Ardus is in the middle of it.
So can I see the two dwarves further down the street? Am I aware that they're there?
They're practically in front of that gap in the wall at this moment in time.
So how long could I run around and get behind them?
You'll have to run out the back of the house, which has an obstruction in the way, so you could start that process.
Okay, and there's a doorway or window there, and I'm not getting stuck in any more doors or windows.
Oh yeah, there is a doorway. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Good call. So yeah, again, but there is a bit of a distance, but you could get to about here.
Okay, you know that he moves quite quickly and.
What's your move speed?
It's an extra 10 feet. Where the hell's it gone? I've lost
Okay,
it.
so if it's 40 instead of 30, yeah?
Yeah, it's 40 instead of 30, and it can jump as if it was a running jump. So
Okay, I'll tell you what, if you pass an athletics check, I'll allow you to clear this difficult terrain here, the
right.
fence.
Okay, that's reasonable. Athletics. That makes it 16.
Yeah, no problem. So you get over that fence. So
Okay.
you're now here.
Yeah.
The attack map. We should do it first person, really. There we go. It's Call of Duty, medieval Call of Duty. There you go.
Pew, pew.
Right, after Savannah, it is our friendly dwarf here, or our charmed dwarf, who actually takes a swing at the dwarf who's arguing with her.
Oh, that's good.
And hits, killing him instantly. Well, that was short-lived.
Oh.
Okay. Ardus, what do you do?
Okay, so I'm kind of a bit startled, and I said, "Oh, I didn't really think that was necessary, but you knew him better than me." And I
Do
kind
you
of
want to
looked
question
around.
the military?
No, absolutely not. Who was that?
One of my crew. And Dak, your turn.
I'll follow Savannah outside.
Given where you are, you're in that gap in the buildings there.
Yeah.
You've got dwarves immediately in front of you. Do you really want to follow Savannah out that door, or you
Well,
just move forward?
Well, I can fit through that gap, can I?
Yeah, easy. I had to
Yeah,
make it big
I'll
enough.
charge through that gap then straight into the dwarves.
Okay, let's have an attack roll. And is there
Attack
anyone in
roll.
particular you want to go for?
Just the closest.
Okay.
Is that the charmed dwarf or
No.
no?
Well, you wouldn't know anyway, but
No, possibly not. No.
okay.
16.
That's a hit.
Oh, that's without any rolls as well. Okay, so that will be a 10. That's a 15 damage. No, sorry, no.
Oh.
Sorry, it's a 13 damage. Sorry.
Yes, yeah. Okay, would you like to describe how you dispatch that dwarf as you emerge suddenly from the shadows?
Is back to me.
Yeah.
I swing my axe down and it catches him right between the shoulder blades and pushing him forward and just holding him on the end of my axe, stopping him from falling on the floor.
Okay, wobbles around in the air a bit then before slumping off.
Yeah.
Okay, Folas.
I'll climb into that hole that Dark just left, and I'll cast Fairy Flyer over
Okay.
all the dwarfs, or as many of them as I can hit.
You can see two dwarves. This one here, and the one that Ardus has been talking to. As you look around down the street, you become aware there's one at the very far end, but they're what 115 feet away. So that's the only ones you can
It's
see.
a 20-foot cube. Can I get
Okay.
both
You
of the
don't
dwarfs there?
You would only get one dwarf with a 20-foot cube, given the distances
And
involved here.
the tramp one doesn't look like she's threatening Ardus, does she?
Well, there's some discussion going on, but just don't forget you don't actually.
I'll go
know
for
that
the
dwarf's
one
been
nearest to
charmed.
Dark then.
Okay. So that's a dex save, I believe. The dwarf, they get -1 on their dex. 7's got to be below your spell save DC, so indeed the fairy fire takes to this dwarf here. And next up is the dwarves themselves. I'm glowing!
Now who's running away?
Huh. Okay. There was going to be... Oh, hang on. They would have advantage. They would have advantage.
Oh.
Get an extra dice on that, which is just as well, because the first one was 1. So, Dak, is your AC is above 11, isn't it? So
Yes, it is. Yes.
they have missed. But is your passive perception above 9? I would imagine it is.
Passive perception, no.
Ooh.
Passive perception. Oh, which one's that? Sorry.
That would be. Are you
It's
proficient in
wisdom modifier.
perception?
In what? Sorry.
Are you proficient in perception?
Yes.
So that would be 10 plus wisdom bonus. It's negative.
Wisdom bonus is a 0, so.
Okay, but that's still higher than a 9. Damn
Yes.
mathematics. You spot up here. This dwarf up here has just fired at you with a crossbow. Okay. Only you're aware of that at the moment.
Okay.
So, other dwarves that act at this moment. What the bloody hell? Tim! Tim! This guy emerges into the street from over here. I say, what's going on?
He's dead.
Gosh. What a palaver. These two guys come charging out. The first thing they see is Ardus, and they just immediately attack because Ardus isn't a dwarf.
Well, so much for my cunning plan.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's not your fault. It's my party's fault.
They completely miss. They charge out and they try to hit you with their weapons, but they pretty much just end up tripping up over you. You're just too short for them.
Yep, well.
You hear voices from this building here.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're not entirely sure what's being said, and I think that's. Oh wait, yes.
Is it, like what's the tone of the voice? Does it sound sort of high and hasty, or is it sort of low, calm, collected conversation like?
Hurried. Some hurried voices, but you don't know what they said because there was
Yeah.
you know, charging dwarves coming at you and stuff. Okay, Savannah.
Okay. Can I get distances? The guy who's running away and the group around Ardus?
Right, the guy who's running away is about 20 feet from you.
Okay. And the ones around Ardus, could I close to the ones around Ardus
Yes, you
and
could.
take the fire? Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, let's do Call of Duty medieval camera. Also, I forgot to do that. You pile in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you. No, I'm not gonna give you advantage on that. I'm sorry. So let's have your roll.
Okay, yeah, he'll use both actions, action and bonus action. You want them both together?
Yeah, go on.
Ah, that's good. I think that's probably tripping over his own feet on the way in, maybe headbutting the floor.
Yeah, just actually, I'm going to go with, because the dwarves themselves end up tripping up over Ardus, you just basically, it's like a rugby scrum gone wrong.
Okay, I like rugby scrums. I've got the weight.
Okay, so the next person to act is this dwarf. It's like, what are you doing? He's my friend. I vouch for Whoa, Tiger.
Ah, but I'm not scary, I'm fluffy, remember?
Oh, really? Ardus.
Okay, well, so much for my cunning plan of trying to get into their crew. It's like a cover thing, but alright, so I'm gonna try and counterattack one of the guys that just rushed at me and tripped over me.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out my rapier and shout. Well, that one's obviously gone mad too, so. Okay, I got 11.
That would be a miss.
Okay.
Right. So next up is Dak.
Okay. I'll carry on attacking with the next dwarf near me.
Is that the one who's running away?
I don't know. Is it?
He's glowing green.
He's glowing green. Okay,
Yeah.
should be easy to
Or
find
there's
now.
some dwarves down the road there.
I will try and chase the one that's glowing green.
Okay. So you leap over.
You
into
get
here.
advantage to hit.
Just step
Do
over that
indeed
fence.
have advantage to hit.
Okay, and am I actually attacking him now as well?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll enter my rage as well, if I can.
Okay. Yep.
Thanks. Ooh, so 19.
That's definitely a hit.
And that's a 2, so that's a 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. Oh, my counters are somewhere else. I've got to write this down. Right. He's got 2 marks on his shield. I think that's the 2 / it might be the 3. I have no idea. I don't know how I wrote these runes now. I'm going to write it as a 2. So, no, there's 3 lines on it. I'm going to go with that. 3 lines, so that's dwarf number 3. Right, 5 wins. Okay. Next up is, after Duck, it's Pholus. So, Pholus, you're in this little gap here.
And I heard Artis screaming about someone going crazy.
Mhm.
So I'm going to jump out of there and head towards him and try to attack whoever he's in melee with.
Okay. Here you are. So, make your attack roll. You'll have advantage on that attack, by the way, because that dwarf's now being swamped.
That's a mighty 10.
Sorry, that was a what? Sorry?
10.
10 is a miss. Okay, and now the dwarves themselves. So, first thing that happens is you all become aware now of this character firing a crossbow bolt down at Savannah. So let's roll that. And missing. So it bounces off the street, the bolt snaps in 2. We have 2 dwarves here, so this one is going to attack the big scary cat, and so's this one. So I'm just going to roll those. What is your AC 15 or less, Savannah?
No, it's 16.
Okay, so you resist that. Well, damn, this is a jolly pickle, isn't it? Who's man but tiger? Shoot the tiger! So, he's going to cast, I guess, magic missile. Does anyone remember the damage on magic missile? Because I don't have it in front of me.
It's D4.
It's 1d4 plus 1 per missile.
Okay.
And I think the standard is 3 missiles.
3. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it's 3 and then it goes.
No,
up
it's
to...
2.
Oh.
That's right.
Okay, so before I rolled that extra d4, it was 7 damage on Savannah. Okay, this character here comes sprinting forward as fast as the dwarf legs will carry her, which gets her to there. Oh, hang on, no, she's going to take a dash action, so she will actually make it to Ardus. You become aware of these heavily cloaked dwarves over here.
Mm-hmm.
Jim, get out here! Get out here! I'm on my way! Right. There are dwarves emerging from this building. You see is them starting to appear. That's all you can see at the moment, so you don't know how many. Right. Oh, and this one. This one gets to hit Dak back because it's not going to just blindly take it, and he's clearly being outrun. So he's going to play Whack-A-Giant and misses. Okay, which takes us back to a fresh turn. What I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to call a very, very brief couple of minutes break because I just need to get a drink because I'm talking too much. So just going to take a couple of minutes if that's okay, guys.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hello,
Ashton's
kitty.
been too nice to us tonight. He's going to have to change.
I'm being too nice, am I?
No, dice streamers.
Oh, I see.
You've been wonderful.
Huh, huh.
Don't upset the DM any more than she already is.
Running away from my bleeding plot. So, I figured you wanted Murder Hobo. I would give you Murder Hobo, but pretty. Let's see how we're doing for viewers. Have I scared them all off? Oh, we're up to 5 viewers. Fantastic. Okay, so let's get back to it with Savannah's move.
Okay, I've got plenty of fodder in front of me.
Yes, you have. Lots of dwarves. You're in a dwarf-rich environment.
Okay, so I can't remember how Flurry of Blows worked. I think it will be an extra attack, but it'll be 2 on one and 1 on another.
Okay, that's fine. It's a kite point thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's right. You have to declare who they're going against, I believe. But yeah.
Okay, so are they both just look like fighters? These ones in front of me.
They're dwarven crew, really. They're probably not really fighters. The two that are immediately in front of you.
Right.
But
okay,
certainly the one that
stick
just
with
came
action.
running in is in full armor and is definitely a fighter.
And can I reach that one?
Not really. There's like
Okay.
the street's just full of stuff.
Okay, well, two attacks on the one in front, one to the one on the left. Then.
Okay.
Where the hell's dice screen gone? So that is they will +6. So I assume that's 2 hits, and then there was a 14.
He hits.
Oh, okay. So that's 9, 9, 10.
That's dead.
Okay, so slashing arm blades.
Yeah. Kill, maim, slaughter, blood dripping.
Okay,
you have to
so
imagine
maybe we are murder hobos.
Yeah, you have to imagine that the streets are now running red with blood. I'm not going to ruin my model for it, but yes.
Okay. What, no tomato ketchup? Okay.
Yes.
Technically, I have ketchup. No, it's not going on my model.
I suspect Savannah's going to be dipped in it later.
Quite likely. So, this dwarf here, the what you believe to be the captain, is like, what are you doing? Kill the intruders! Kill the intruders! You, my friend, I must get you out of here. Come with me, and she grabs you and tries to pull you away.
Yeah, let's get to safety. And I'm kind of looking behind.
Killer caster!
Ardus, it's your go.
Okay,
you're
so
being dragged by this friendly dwarf.
yes, is she stopping at any point, or is she fully intending to put me on the ship?
She's dragging you away from the fight at the moment. That's all you actually really know.
Okay. All right. In which case, this is going to be risky. But I say, no, wait, I can take them, and I get out my bagpipes.
Mm-hmm.
But when she gets me a bit further towards the dwarfs that are emerging, and I'm obviously bluffing. Instead, I'm going to cast Sleep.
Okay.
And this is where I wish I had more d8s. So,
On us or the dwarfs?
On the dwarfs.
Just check.
I thought this might have been the perfect plan. Sneak us all on board asleep.
Okay, not brilliant. I got 23 in total.
That is, let me see. You will sleep this guy and the guy behind him. So these two are asleep. This guy in full armor here is definitely not asleep.
Okay.
Let me see, who was next? After Ardis, it is Dak. You're fighting this guy over here who has, oh, shaky camera. You're fighting this guy over here who has the fairy fire on him.
I think we've lost Phil for the minute.
Sorry, battery problems. I had to find batteries for my headphones.
I used to have the same problem with my marital aid and the covered mains tower.
Back.
Did I say that out loud?
No. Telepathy.
So I'll continue attacking that dwarf.
Okay. You've got advantage.
Oh dear me.
That bad, huh?
2.
You have advantage.
Oh, what am I doing? Yes, you said that.
Twice.
It didn't do me any favours.
Wow.
I told you Darstream was going to go off.
You spend too much time with Bolus, you're forgetting how to hit things.
It's Dice Stream, it hates me.
Yeah, that's what you get for using
I'm
batteries.
using a tower.
Pholus, so you're currently in amongst this melee. You've seen Ardus get dragged away and cast sleep on those dwarves back there. Meanwhile, this female dwarf here has just come charging in, so I can't get the focal length down on this camera now. I'm having camera issues, so you just have to deal with it. So yes, there's this dwarf here.
Okay, so he's still awake.
Yeah, everyone who stood up is awake.
Okay, so I'll take another hit at him.
Alright, charging forward to this. No one's hit this character yet. This one has just come rushing in. Oops.
Okay, so that's 18.
Oh, that's a hit.
Okay, and I forget what my damage is because I never get to roll that.
Is D6 plus your
1d8
dex bonus, or
that is 11.
11. Okay. You put a good wound on her as she comes running in, and now it's their go. So yeah, so basically she came running in. She looked like she was about to charge in, shield first, and bring her axe down. And then the dwarven line crumbled in front of her. Her captain dragged one of the people she thought she was attacking away. In fact, the person she was aiming for. And for a moment there, she's really confused. So I'm going to give her a disadvantage attack on you, Pholus, as she tries to sort of understand.
Can I run past her? Because I hadn't had my movement action, I don't think.
Well, you had to move to engage her.
Okay, that's okay then.
Okay, so she rolls an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And 5 damage. Because I rolled a 1. Rubbish.
If we go back up to full health at the beginning of this session?
Yeah. You've been a couple of weeks travelling. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, this guy here with fairy fire on him is obviously going to attack Dak. He fancies his chances now. He's seen you fighting. So he rolls 16 to hit. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And
But I do get resistance against all damage except psychic.
Blimey,
Okay. So you take 3 damage then in that case.
Woohoo.
6. Just bear with me. I'm just making a few notes so I can. Okay, right. Rest of the dwarves then. So this big gruff dwarf comes out into the street, and he straightens his chainmail and sorts himself out, has a look at the situation, and goes, "What the bloody hell do you think you're doing?" And takes a big swing at the captain.
Oh, okay. Can I make a reaction for this when you roll?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, and it is a reaction. I'm gonna cast Cutting Words on him, which means that I roll a d6 and then you take that off your attack roll.
Okay. My attack roll was 17.
Okay, and I rolled a 4, so you got a 13.
13. Which therefore misses the captain, thanks to that. Oh! Bloody hell! This takes some careful aiming and fires again at Savannah with magic missile, doing another 7 damage to Savannah.
I
Meanwhile,
tell you to kill the caster.
this dwarf up here on the rooftops fires down again with a crossbow. Bloody hell, she's useless. Ow! Kneecap. Ah! No room. Falling over. Right. Sorry.
You okay?
Yep. Just space is an issue in here at the moment. And out comes Tim.
Hooray!
What the bloody hell? I found a really good porn collection in there and you disturbed me. Oh. I see. Right. Line up then. Come on, Tim. I think we need your expertise. Okay. So that's all the dwarves. Which brings us back to Savannah.
Okay, so the caster's way down there, right?
Yes.
Is there anybody engaged in melee with me, or have I chopped them all to pieces?
Right. The ones engaged in melee with you are dead. Pholus is just in front of you, engaged with a dwarf wearing quite heavy-looking armor. Another dwarf in heavy-looking armor is engaging another dwarf in heavy-looking armor. Basically, there's 3 hard nuts here, right?
Yep.
And down the road is the magic user, and behind them is Tim and some rather fancy-looking dwarves.
Okay, so I look at my options, and I'm so tempted to attack the caster, but I can't leave my colleague there, so we'll pile into the dwarf attacking Pholus.
Okay, you'll have advantage on that attack.
Okay, and it will be an attack and a bonus action attack.
Okay.
So is that advantage on both of those or just on one?
Both.
Okay, so one of them is 21.
Hit.
21. And the other is
It's a hit.
22, yeah. So that is 8 of each. 16.
And okay, is this with your arm blades, yeah?
Yeah.
As you pounce all over her, slashing left, right, and centre, you lacerate her from top to bottom. She looks really badly hurt, and an expression of panic comes across her face.
Don't mess with my friends.
So your friendly dwarf "This is mutiny!" and hammers back at the other fighter. Sorry, the other
Okay.
dwarf.
My plan partially worked. Good.
And she misses him. They're not very hitty, these dwarves, at the moment. You're quite lucky. Ardus.
We must be related to Polus.
Okay. So I say, yes, it is mutiny. So. Okay. Oh, that's. Okay. All right. In that case, I am going to start. Whoever the nearest sort of hostile dwarf is, I'm going to start casting this rather sort of jarring little blip at him, which is essentially vicious mockery.
Okay, so you've got a choice here of this dwarf here fighting the captain, this dwarf here who's being lacerated by Savannah, or possibly this dwarf up here who's shooting down with a crossbow.
Ooh. Yeah, I might get the one on top, actually. He's got a nice vantage point where we can't get to.
Okay.
So, you have to make a wisdom save.
Right.
Will someone get that bloody caster?
I failed the wisdom save.
Okay.
I think you're muted, Jenny. Or I am. Anybody say anything? No, I can hear Mark, I can't hear Jenny.
And I can hear you.
I can hear you, Becky.
I can hear you.
Anyone hear Jenny?
No.
No.
Oh dear. Technical problems, Mark 2. No, can't hear you.
Yeah.
Bye. Right, we'll carry on for now. She can tell us the damage when she gets back. So, after Ardus, it's Dak.
I'm gonna finish off that dwarf.
You still have advantage, and you still haven't killed him.
I have now.
Just a rubby turn.
That's a 15 and a 14.
Yep, you're back.
Okay, how much damage was that, Jenny? And that's a hit.
It was a measly 1. However, it is vicious mockery, so it's basically loads of sort of insults in your head, which is quite creepy.
Yes. And how much damage have you done, Phil?
That is... Well, that's 9.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, that's me again. 7, sorry, 7.
That's fine. That's still enough to kill the dwarf. So you finally kill the dwarf, and as you do so, the whispers of glow around him fade away and whisper up into the air and nothingness. Okay, you could take a move action if you wish as well.
Yes, I will charge back out into the street and...
How far do you move?
30 feet.
Right, so 10 and...
back down to the group.
You get to... Basically, you get in amongst these dead dwarfs just here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not quite engaged in melee. And after Dak is Pholus. You are engaged with this this heavily armed dwarf. However, you could disengage if you wished without using an action because she's also being fought by Savannah.
Yeah, I'll disengage and I'll shoot an electric blast up the tower at the sniper.
Okay. That's an attack roll then from you, please.
That's a 17.
Is a hit and damage.
That is 9, and I push him back 10 feet.
No, the trees are expensive.
And if I can, I'll sort of run towards the dwarf who has Ardis and the other dwarf, and I'll shout, they're protecting the halfling. Try to back up Ardis's plan. I assume he's got some sort of plan.
Okay. Right, now it's the dwarves. Right, these two are still going hammer and tongs. These two dwarves over here, the heavily armored one. You foul fiend of a captain! You have no place leading us. That hurts. That smarts a bit. Why do you hit me so hard, you cruel person? Right, the caster is again gonna magic missile Savannah. I really hate this cat. I want it to die.
Somebody kill the caster!
Doing 6 damage to you, Savannah. This dwarf that you're fighting, Savannah, the one who looks very close to a deathbed, disengages and moves away, hiding actually in this sort of here, and then goes, Jeffrey? Jeffrey, is that you? Under the shit ticket? Right.
Does he get a free disengage, or do I get an action?
Yeah, it's a disengage as an action, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, fine.
Okay,
Oh, yes,
Tim and his men now form up with these rather grand-looking dwarfs over here. Meanwhile, a cat meows repeatedly. Meow to you too. Right, so there's now this sort of defensive line. And Tim goes, you know we should really make use of this covered line up behind it. Rubbish! We'll march forward! Glory to the regime!
Lol.
Sorry, glory to the party! Forgot which game I'm playing. There we go. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Because they're asleep, you know, having a little snooze and stuff, because that's what dwarves do when they're anywhere near a bard. Right. Savannah! There's you. There's some dwarves fighting. There's that wizard. There's a runaway dwarven marine.
I've got to take that caster out. If nobody else is going to do it.
Apparently not. Okay, let's have it.
Lowest one is 15 and then a 21.
Hit.
Yeah.
Hit, and in fact, torn to shreds, because I don't think he's got enough hit points to survive your base damage.
Okay.
So, would you like to describe what you do to this caster?
Don't do that! I hate casters.
Okay, so he's now dwarven bacon. Right, so, our friendly dwarf, you mutinous marines! Not commissars! The marines have mutated! And she hits the marine, doing, what's her plus? 12 damage to him. Which smarts a bit for these guys. Right, so, yeah, she lands a strong, hearty blow with her what is it, a warhammer, I think. Yeah, warhammer. And seriously wounds the dwarf in front of her. Ardis, your go.
Okay, so I've still got my friend. How many more dwarves are left, and how close are they to me?
Well, you've got these two fighting right next to you, and then there appears to be a shield wall advancing down the street, which has got 5 dwarves in it.
Right.
Oh, and there's this one over here as well, who ran away, the Marine.
Okay. Decisions. Okay. Is the shield wall 60 feet or closer?
It is about 55 feet, oddly enough.
Okay. So I get out my bagpipes once again and I start making this sort of almost like swirling sound, lots of like glissandian stuff, and you suddenly see this sort of surge of cloud appear above the shield wall, and suddenly daggers start pelting on them.
Ooh, this is new.
Yeah, new spell.
Woohoo!
So it basically it works in a 5-foot cube, but
Okay,
it's
so that'll get 3 of
bigger.
them.
Yep.
So which 3 are you going to target?
I'll target the ones in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, so 6. 12 slashing damage on them.
On each of them.
I don't know actually. I better check. I don't actually know if it specifies. I just put 44 slashing. I better just check. Cloud of daggers.
I guess it would be. So, these 2 die. The shield wall kind of falls
Yeah.
apart as these guys die. But however, in the middle there is Tim. Shut up, Siri. Seriously, Siri's over there.
Yeah, but Siri really likes Tim.
Tim. Tim.
Okay.
No sound.
Good.
Right. So, yes, Tim remains standing in the middle, going, ha! I'm not worried about this quite a lot amount of damage you've just done me. I'm Tim. I'm the plot character now who you can never kill.
But we can try.
Okay, Dak. You have entered what was a scrum, but is mostly now dead bodies. Here's you right here.
Yeah, being similar, I'll charge through that and follow Savannah down the street, going towards what's left of the shield wall.
Okay, so you actually 30 foot is about next to Savannah now. Okay, unless you take a dash action.
I could do that. Put me right up next to him, so I'll do that. Yes, please.
Okay, so I think that deserves the Call of Duty cam. Tim, I target you. Oh, blinking out.
Just quite an interesting detail about Cloud Daggers in the chat.
Is there? Do I have to go read it?
Well, basically, whenever someone enters a spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, they take 44 slashing damage.
Oh. Dak, take 44 slashing damage.
Oh, right. I do have resistance to damage.
Actually, in fairness, though, it should be described as you can see a rain of daggers falling
you
down
can
on that
see,
space. So, presumably, then, given that fact and the fact that it's surrounding Tim, would you rather hit one of these not commissars to the side?
Well, yeah. I'm not going to sort of enter that unless I have to. Yeah,
I don't blame you. Is that only when entering the square then?
Yeah.
Start their turn on it.
Or starting their turn?
Yeah, or starting the turn if you're in the area.
Okay, but presumably then the damage they've already taken is what they were just about to take.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I gotcha. So, yeah, so you've charged forward, Folas, your action. So here you are in the middle of the dead people all around you. That's what's ahead, and that's what's behind.
Okay, I'll follow my companions.
Okay.
Mm,
So moving up brings you about alongside Savannah. Do you dash?
no.
Okay.
Can I see Tim from there?
Yeah, he's in the middle underneath a hail of daggers.
Can I get a clear shot of him?
Yeah. He's about 30-ish, just under feet away.
Okay. Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
And that's 19.
It's a hit.
That's 19 to hit. I don't know if you heard me.
Yeah, that's a hit. I
Okay,
take it you didn't hear me.
that's 5 damage. And if I push him back 5 feet, is he getting thrown out of the daggers?
No, he'd still be within it because it was centered on him.
I won't do it at this point because I'm assuming Dak knows what he's doing.
Okay. Right. So now it's the remainder of the dwarves. I've got to get out of here. I have to get out of here. Oh,
There's always one, isn't there?
Falling damage.
fuck off.
He gets a graze knee.
Oh yes, there's a big fight in the middle there. Let's sort that out. Aha! I miss you conclusively. Right. So the Nod Commissars pile onto Dak with the fervour that only the politically indoctrinated can do. Meanwhile, Tim goes, "This looks bleak. I should return with more dwarves." And he starts leaving the scene. Okay. That's... Bloody hell. You did tear through them. Um, so, Savannah. You are. Around you. So... Oh, sorry. I forgot the Not Commissar should actually attack Dak, and they would have advantage. So... what's your AC? Dak, what's your AC?
Oh, sorry, mine. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
14.
14. So that's 2 hits. 7 damage.
7 damage. Is that with my resistance?
Oh, I should have given him the same dice as the rest. Right. No, so that would be 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay.
Yeah. Grr. They're not going to last long. So,
This is my last round raging, so.
indeed. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to decree the rest of the battle because it's a foregone conclusion now. So, eventually, the captain defeats this fighter, puts him, or this marine, and puts him down. Tim leaves the scene. Run away! To return later. The Not Commissars posed no real problem to Dak and the impending Savannah. And you are left with... I'm so sorry, I don't... Wait! No, rebels! We've got to get out of here. I need to get you out of here. Come, come! And she pushes you along the road.
You've the whole crew have mutinied. Do you need any bodyguards?
Look, there's people in the street. We've got to get you out of here. We've got to get you out before they turn on us.
What? The cat?
Yes, they just slaughtered the entire crew. Of course they're after us too.
Oh, right, yeah. Of course they are.
Wake up, come on.
What? Look, maybe I could calm it, with these. And I
Don't
hold
be
up my bagpipe.
ridiculous. Those are hardened warriors, possibly adventurers. Got to get you out of here. I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to take you to the boat.
No. Let me just calm them. I want to see if I can befriend them. You know.
Oh, Captain, what are you doing? What are you doing with the... No, Captain! What do the rest of you do?
So I'm assuming I'm just being dragged off.
Yeah, you're pretty much being manhandled by this dwarf. What do the rest of you do in the meantime?
Can we hear what's going on?
You're aware that as the fight was ending, Ardus is dragged away.
Okay,
What?
yeah, follow, I'm going to run
Where's
after
Artis
them.
gone?
It was like meeting somebody from Birmingham. They were aggressively friendly.
Yes.
Oh, you're the one who lives in the Midlands now.
Yeah. East Midlands, though.
Where did Tim go? Can we?
Tim headed off down the road towards the dock area.
Should we go after Tim? Where's Artis? Where did he go?
I think he was taken by one.
That looked like the captain, so let's follow them.
Oh, if he's the captain of the ship, I'm not going to get us on board. Yes.
Look
Let's
non-threatening.
find Artis.
Put your axe behind your back.
Okay, so you'll turn up in a moment. Meanwhile, Ardus. So you've got this very wounded marine here who's trying to argue with her captain and question what her captain's doing. Think about this for a moment. You're harbouring a non-dwarf. Yes, but
I'll
this
have
is
you
an
know
old
that my
friend.
distant relatives are dwarves.
Do you have Asherthum paperwork?
No.
But it shows you as a slave.
Well, yeah, I was going to say I couldn't remember if Folus had got the paperwork or if I had. Okay.
I'll say you have it, but it does show you as a slave.
Okay, in that case, I'll say something like, "Oh, I misplaced the paperwork."
That in itself is a crime. Captain, you must arrest him. No, we can let him off. I've known him years. And at that moment,
Oh, help!
3 people come around the corner. What do you guys do?
Can I hide and watch?
Yeah, you can do that. I'll put you peering through this door here. What about Dak and Savannah?
Well, if who would have got there first? If they sort of like stopped and
I've just described their action. It's up to you if you want to take an action.
I'll stop behind Folus.
Okay. Savannah?
Yeah, I think he'll attempt to hide as well after running up there, assuming he can hear what the conversation is.
Yeah. So there's a train of player characters. all queued up to listen at one door.
Yeah, Chinese whispers. Yeah.
The easiest thing to do in this situation, Captain, bearing in mind this is a top secret mission, is to just kill them. No, not gonna do that.
So what are you gonna do then?
Is the prisoner aware of the vessel?
Captain, I'm a little bit uncomfortable by this situation.
Yeah, that's true. Look, I think you should leg it, Captain. I would have to write you up. Listen to me. I am the captain. Captain. She kind of knows she needs to kill the captain, but she's really badly wounded and doesn't want to.
Yeah, okay. In that case, I'm going to sort of discreetly play a little bit of my bagpipes and shout some insults at her in order to hopefully knock her out.
Ooh, vicious mockery.
Yep. Wisdom save.
Oh, I have to make a saving throw, don't I?
Yes, wisdom save.
I'm so not very wise, apparently. Do you want to roll your damage?
Sure. 2.
2? That number that leaves her with 1 hit point?
Yep.
Ah! So, obviously this is a loud insult, really, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
you
that's kind of
actually have
fueled
to-
on by the pipes.
Do you know exactly what you say?
I say something like, "How dare you question your captain? Your captain knows all."
Yeah, she flinches at it and we'll have to talk about this later. I need to get back to the ship. You will do no such thing.
Poker face.
Very well. Then you give me no choice. Captain, I must formally remove you from your position. Never! And she hits her. And she goes over. And then she looks at what she's just done.
Look,
She was
now,
right,
don't-
you know. You should leave.
Yeah, okay, but your crew have just mutinied. You haven't got a crew anymore.
Yes, but I can blame that on those adventurers.
Where am I supposed to go? This was my home, and you've raided it. I've been very nice to you.
That's not my problem.
Well, it is, because if those bodies are exposed, and there's an investigation about it, and it turns out that you helped kill them...
Clearly, some of these wounds were not caused by dwarvish weapons. That much is obvious. There's no survivors.
I'm a
This is going to be a
survivor.
problem. So you're saying I have to kill my own friend?
Well... Nope. And I run back to the
Wow.
Well, there's me thinking, okay, my spell on her's gonna run out at some point anyway.
Okay, so there's a scene of carnage. There's a few wounded, and Tim got away, which she's
We can't
aware
let the
of.
captain get away.
Well, don't we need that boat?
Yeah. Get him.
Maybe we can just let them live.
He's going to take the boat. We want the boat.
We want the boat to get down the river.
We can't leave the boat in that the hands
There's
of people
no
like this. Look what they've done here.
Why don't we force her to take the boat to where we want?
Go back then. Stop running away.
She was about to kill me. I've been trying to help all this time, and you've just been going around killing everything.
Okay, well, let's... I'm okay with that. Let's finish the job.
Do we need to kill everyone?
Well, my spell is going to run out in about 20 minutes, and when the spell does run out, she's going to realise that I put a spell on her.
Yeah, so yes is the answer.
Yeah, so she's going to know.
Okay, so lead on to track.
Come on, lead her through. Give her
Call,
Um,
for,
advantage.
call,
say
call for
that-
help. Get her back this way, and we'll sort it out.
You kill the captain. I mean, it's 4 against 1. There's not a lot of point of rolling through that. So yeah, you dispatch her.
Shame I can't like her.
Yeah.
Went on a bit.
So about your girlfriend?
It's a dwarf. We'll get another one.
So, what do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna start searching her pockets, see if I can find out any more about this. No, about the raid, like what was actually happening, because she's like, oh no, it's classified, all that stuff.
Okay, in amongst all of these dwarves, there are 2 asleep, by the way. Do you dispatch those 2, I presume?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
In for penny.
There's one in a coma with brain damage. What do you do with him?
Paint some brains,
forgot
paint
all
some
about
in the
him.
corner.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What's the final decision on the person you've turned into a vegetable?
Put him out of
A
his misery.
courgette or a carrot?
Dak has
very
actually forgotten all about that one. So.
Mm. Oh,
Okay.
my mute. No, I'm not.
So in amongst all these dwarves, you find 1 wizard's staff, 1 wizard's wand. You find 1, 2, 3 suits, 4 suits of dwarvish plate.
Junk.
I'll have one of those.
Doesn't fit you, but some of it does. But certainly the breastplate doesn't fit you. You'd have to make your own. There's an assortment of dwarvish weapons, some 2
More junk.
not commissar uniforms, and yeah, an assortment of coinage worth in total about 60 gold. You can also loot the town as well if you wish. There is still some gold here.
Is there any ale or spirits?
Is there any seals?
The first thing the dwarves took.
So beyond the
But
boat.
you find some. You do
This is
find
what, this
some
is what we
alcohol.
don't like dwarves.
You
Okay,
do find some alcohol they
Savannah,
have.
Savannah isn't interested in any of this stuff, so he's going to sit and rest and meditate.
Dwarfing junk.
Is there any sealed?
Yes, there are loads of shields.
Okay, I'll take one of those.
So
And
do I get time for a short rest?
you find in total 9 bottles of wine and 2 casks of ale.
I start drinking one of the bottles of wine. I think, well,
I'll take
we
one for later.
Yeah,
We
have a
have-
drink. Have a bottle of
we-
wine.
have a ship.
No, you don't, because it's whilst you open that bottle of wine, you see that ship sailing off. A loud noise, and you see Tim standing on top deck in the distance, looking back at the city, laughing to himself.
How far in the distance?
Oh, a fair way. And he joins onto the river. There are some other boats in the harbour.
Yeah.
Are any of them fiercer?
Sorry?
Any of the boats fiercer?
Piercer.
No,
Fiercer?
the one we saw at Thundock.
Oh,
Think.
your friend? No,
Yeah.
no, he's not here.
Okay, so just exactly how far off is he? Can we get close enough to do ranged attacks, etc.?
Oh, well, he's the other side of a ruined town.
Yeah, so I would say that's probably not even for Savannah.
Guys, there's no
That's a
way we can attack him now. I suggest we steal one of those boats.
Yes, carry on with our trip.
Okay.
Follow him,
Yeah, well,
and then when he gets
If we
off
go
the
to-
ship, we can nab it for ourselves.
or we can go to Maine and warn them ahead of time.
Well, let's see if we can find the fastest boat here, see if we can catch up with him.
With Tim?
Yeah.
Okay, you head to the harbour. Could you make an investigation roll, please? To see if you can discern which is the fastest ship.
That's a 4 for me.
So 17.
19.
Dak knows nothing about boats.
15.
It's an overall success. So as Dak points to the boat and says, that one's got the biggest sails, and the rest of the party just look at him, shake their head, and all walk towards the much faster, smaller ship, which is a ship that's peculiar to this particular river, known as a river quipper. It's a local historic boat that they're no longer made, and they're only found on this river system. And they've got quite a bit of sailage, but you can sail them with 4 people. They're deep hulled, so they won't get through the marshes down south, but they'll certainly outrun everything else on this river, although you aren't sure about this new dwarvish super weapon that's sailing off in the distance as you board the vessel.
Right, who's doing what? We need to cast off, like, now.
Okay, I can push the boat out into the river, if that's what you want me to do.
Yeah. Savannah will jump up into the rigging and fill the sails.
I'll push the boat out and jump on.
I can row, I guess.
It's too big a boat for rowing, unfortunately, but it was certainly by a crew of 4.
I suppose I'm steering then?
Okay, so Folus, Savannah will need more help on the sails, and Dak as well. It's going to take 3 of you.
Yeah, I'll just do whatever they order me to do.
Yeah,
Well, this has no idea how to run a boat, so you just run about following orders.
So, Ardis, you seem to have found yourself at the wheel with 3 people up in the sails, unable to see what's going on, and they're kind of looking to you for commands. Let's see how well you can command them.
Comments?
And I have no idea what skill that would be on a 5e character sheet.
Well, command, I suppose, it's kind of up to you because these are my companions rather than enemies.
No, it's sailing I'm talking about, not your captaincy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because there's nothing in your background.
It's about
You're not
survival.
great, are you?
No.
No, I can't think of anything in your background that would justify on any of your characters the ability to sail. 2 of you are from a desert. What skills are on the D&D character sheet? I can't remember. What's most appropriate?
I'm just looking.
Acrobatics, animal training, arcana.
Insight, that'd be good.
Insight.
Investigation.
It's got to be survival.
It's got to be, isn't it? Yeah,
I would
I think-
say.
Let's have survival.
Okay. I got an 8.
Oh dear.
We're all going to drown.
Well,
So-
you're the ones who have friggin' sails.
It's after you emerge from the harbour bar and join the river proper, is when you discover why this boat was in the shipwrights. And as it becomes apparent that you're absolutely certain the deck is closer to the water than it was a moment ago. You open up the hatch to see what's down below, and you see water coming in.
Oh.
There are about 12 small holes.
I need help down here. We're sinking.
I said we should have taken one with the big sails.
And it's whilst distracted that you drive the ship directly into a rock.
What was that?
I Eldritch Blast the rock.
Give a halfling one job.
That is me calling
river's
tonight's
that way.
interval. It's coffee break time. So I hope those of you who are still watching, which is the 4 of you, yay! Thank you for watching and stuff. I hope you're enjoying it. I was kind of gutted when I got the miniatures out. Of course, I didn't have the chat on screen, so I'm gonna have to scroll back and read that after the show. And it won't be on record because I want to see how people reacted to the miniatures. But I kind of want to do it now. I'm gonna do it quickly. Which kind of means momentarily breaking the chat. Because I don't think I've seen first-person camera done in a role-playing game before. Like, nobody's done Call of Duty Middle Ages D&D style. Right, can I make this into a scrollable list? Come on, code. Do your thing. There we go. Scroll bar. Where's the moment? Was there any reaction? Does anyone...
There was
Yeah,
reaction.
there is. Yeah, there's some.
A lot of love for it. Some sort of ideas of how to make Sifter stand, I think.
Yes.
It's mostly Lord Morbius with his random quotes. I don't see anything.
There was a couple.
Oh,
About four.
Put a camera on the cat, says Glenn Taylor.
there was moment when there was camera on the cat.
No, I think he means
No,
like actually
strapped
pick
to
one
the
of
cat.
Cat cam.
Oh yes, yeah. Oh well. Never mind. I'll go cry about that now. Right, coffee break.
Coffee break.
BRB. In the meantime, here's a picture of a river.
Was that the rock?
And I'm possibly muted, but possibly not. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Bollocks. How about now?
Yep.
Bollocks. Now?
Yep.
This thing has no mute. And I've got, seriously, all 3 of my bulbs have gone in the kitchen. This is not good. I need to take my torch down. Oh, I missed a dwarf and he was a fun one.
Oh.
Tim had a brother.
Tim had a brother.
Has.
Ah, okay.
It's alright, he'll be on the ship.
Oh man, have you seen Matt's tweet?
Matt who?
As in, well, Owl Matt. Critical fail.
Oh right, yes. Sorry, Matt.
He's put to Red Dice Diaries, oh, I feel your pain. I have been told to do a campaign so the Rogue DM and Becky Rose Dungeon Girl can play together. Hashtag DM block. I'm sure it will be great, Matt. We have every faith in you.
It won't be a nightmare at all with us 2 flirting.
All we have to do is just make 2 characters that are going to flirt with each other, and then we're in character, so we're role playing.
Yeah. Problem solved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to make a Yeti.
Ooh, those are pretty neat dice. Some new Jade Regent dice from the dice shop.
Jade Regent.
Yeah, they're jade
Very
coloured.
green.
Yeah, they're very green. They've got this sort of nice golden pattern on it.
Uh-huh. Ugh. Oh, I know what to do next.
Make the coffee.
Well, yes. There's a reason that I was making coffee, though. I had to think of a cool thing to do next. I wonder if I need space. Oh, where's my thing? Ah, there it is. I wonder if I can clear off some space on my, and I need other things. Other things. Grab other things.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Would help if I had some pockets or something. Anyway. Need you. Da, 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 da. Right, and yeah, let's do some tropey stuff. Where are they gone? Ah, right in front of me all along. Oh no, I'm not going to use them. Ah. I'm going to use them.
That sounded awfully menacing. I'm going to use them.
Yes. Oh, what about a Hydra?
Oh fuck. Hail Hydra.
Captain America to the rescue.
What a shield help.
You looking to go outside, kitty? You're meowing at me like you want to go outside. Okay. There you go. You do realise you're not stuck out there until the game's over. Right. I need to make space.
Okay.
Because, like, I'm not packing that up now. It's too much work. So, if I move my keyboard, I can do this. I can do this. I've got to move that ketchup as well. There is a cunning plan. Oh, that stuff I've painted. Right, okay. Just making table space. It won't be long. Ah! Don't drop the tiny things on the floor. God damn it. See, a well-rehearsed live show this. Very polished performance.
Still far more professional than my giggling last fortnight.
I think Ronnie tuned into that one, and of course Ronnie hates combat. And that was the episode you turned into murder hobos. I don't think he got to the end. But anyway, I figure we'll do some murder hobo stuff so you can get it out of your system whilst we get back to Moraine. And then we shall return to the epic. We shall have an epic finale. Then we shall take a break and wait for season 3. Which will not be D&D.
Yeah. Really cool.
We haven't done too much killing up to now, really. It's only the last couple of
Yeah. Oh,
episodes.
crikey, I've just realised what I was clicking on. That was a stupid Becky.
If I'm really honest, there was a lot of killing in the Clockwork Opera. Like, oh, I really want to kill this guy, and oh, I'm going to arrest that thing, and I'm going to do that.
And to take this person.
I'm going to blow up this entire complex. Slaughter every single member of the PCD while they sleep.
At the Diane Club.
The thing is,
Right.
that wasn't combat attack rolls in the same way, though, was it?
Oh, picky,
I
picky.
did try to knock out the first guy.
Yeah, we're being good.
I was going to try and convince them to get us to be crew members until you attacked.
Which is why I only knocked out the first guy.
But when you say, I have a plan, everyone else assumes that means kill everybody.
I'm a bard. I'm supposed to be psyching people up to be happy and. Why are we spinning around?
Well, we're not. I turned the camera off so that. But just give me a moment. I'm putting my camera on a tripod. Except it's the tripod with the dodgy mount and stuff. Oh, and the camera doesn't reach up here. There we go. I think I can do it. Okay. Da da da. Death
Wow.
man.
Ooh.
Okay. So the grey bit here is because that's actually on this. Oh, smeg it. Oh, bollocks. Fuck nuggets. Right. Try the. Oh, my life sucks. I need to fix this tripod mount somehow. Right. If I use. There we go. Right. So you've got that's a bit low. You've got multiple decks.
Clearly.
You've got multiple decks. Here's your top deck. There's your main deck, which this is on the surface here, but
Yep.
this is underneath that, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
There's a mast. These people aren't masts.
Mhm.
This is your next deck, but you don't have the cannon because this is not a thingy. In fact, this deck isn't on this ship. Just ignore it. Because that's all guns and you don't have guns. So, that's the bottom deck. These dudes here represent our leaks. So, as you look down through the gap, Ardus, down off the wheel, have a little look through the gap, you see leaks.
Yep. Just get down here and help me block these leaks up.
Leaks!
I just said I was thinking.
As Pholus runs to the front of the boat in order to sort out the rock you've just run into and blasts it away with a thingy-majiggy blast, eldritch blast.
So I'll climb down to where Ardus is.
Yeah, I go down.
Okay, the sails start flapping wildly in the wind and the boat catches.
I tried to
Lurches to one
grab
side.
it and control it some way.
To grab what?
The ropes or the swingy bit that holds the
Okay.
sails at the
So,
end to
given the size
try
of
to
the boat,
control
the
it.
sails are quite large. These are 5-foot squares. So your sails are going to be kind of up here. You're going to have multiple sails and rigging and all sorts. So,
So out of character, I don't know much about boats,
Okay.
but I assume there's some sort of ropes or something that I'm meant to pull to steer the sails.
no. Steering's done on the wheel here.
Helm.
Turns the rudder.
Okay,
Grab the
well,
helm.
I'll
Okay.
go for the helm.
Okay. You've already run forward and cast a spell this turn. They've come down. You start running back. You guys, you're looking over through this hole, over these leaks. What
Okay.
do you do?
Well, what can we do about that?
Right, someone grab the helm and then someone else come down with me. We need to block them.
Okay, I'll go down and try and block some holes.
Okay. Can the people who go down, that I believe is Ardus and Dak, can
Yeah.
you make a survival roll, please? So Pholus gets on the wheel. The boat has now turned 90 degrees, has caught the wind, and is careering toward the shore. Those of you on the deck, can you also make a survival roll, please?
It's a 15 from Dak.
Okay, and Ardus?
I got an 18.
So between you two, you know you've got to mix up some tar to plug the hole basically with linen and then tar it over or something. I think it's something to do with that, how they used to do it. I'm not 100% sure. So you find the materials for that and you begin work on sorting that out. The guys on top, what did you roll for your survival?
16.
Muddy 20.
Okay, Savannah, you realise you need more control over this vessel, and you don't have enough crew to sail it. So you've got to basically strike the sails and loosen them off. So
Yeah, which I
you
did.
start on the front sail, and it's at that moment. Where did I put them? What did I do with them? Oh, spegging hell, they were here a moment ago, and then I moved everything. Seriously, my life is too complicated. Got 'em. It's at that moment that bursting through holes they've just made in the side of the ship, these guys appear.
Oh.
They are crocodile men. Meanwhile, two more appear on the deck, on the top deck. Okay, let's have initiative.
Goody, goody. $14.
12 from Dak.
11.
8.
Let's just, can we do it on the counter this time, please? So I don't, because I'm holding a camera and it makes it hard to do stuff. So. $12, $11, and $15. Okay,
Yeah,
so the
14's
crocodile
right.
men. Sorry?
14.
Okay. The crocodile men go first anyway. So they emerge out, they completely surprise you. And, sorry, ambush you down there, and up here they have. Well, this one has to start climbing the sails to get to Savannah. So Savannah won't. Actually, for simplicity's sake, I'll say it does reach in this turn. So, Savannah, you take a critical hit that's 15 damage.
I think I'm completely dead.
And incapacitated. You fall from the sails,
Spot.
slamming onto the deck.
Oh, okay.
And Pholus, is your AC 15 or less?
With my shield, but I doubt I'll be using that.
No, so that's 7 damage. Dak, looks like you've got 2 on you.
Okay.
They both hit.
Right.
Or... Oh, bucket loads. 18, 21 damage.
21 damage.
Yeah.
Straight. Okay.
And Ardus.
Yep, cutting words.
Misses you completely. Okay, so now we go down the initiative order. I believe it's Ardus first.
Yep, okay, so I am going to counterattack the one that just attacked me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna basically try and get in a couple of slashes with my rapier. That is a 16.
Okay, and damage?
Ooh, very nice. I got, is that, yes, it's an 11 in total.
Oh, that kills it. You kill a crocodile man. He's very hurt by the experience. Okay. I think that's your first kill with the rapier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Woohoo! Okay, Dak, you're next. You've got 2 surrounding you.
Yes, I will attack and use my rage ability as well.
Okay.
So that's a natural 20.
All right. Well, that dispatches one, doesn't it?
Okay.
Okay. And Pholus. No, hang on. Who was next? Yes, it was Pholus, wasn't it?
I will try the hell with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
That's not good. That's an 8.
No, that's a complete failure. And Savannah, can I have a life and death save from you, please?
15. I guess pass.
That is indeed a pass. In fact, we'll see you drop to that deck. It's slightly more useful. Okay. There go. Well, they took hits pretty quick there. Anyway. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Pholus, you are under assault from one. And it rolls a miss. A conclusive miss.
Really, something misses me.
Meanwhile,
Small sometimes.
this one, Savannah, Dak, you realise it has got lots of boils on its face that the other ones did not have. It has struck you for 15 damage. If you're alive, could you please make a constitution save?
Right, okay. Does that include my resistance to damage?
No. No, I haven't factored that.
Okay. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Okay. That's all of their... Oh, he can dash, can't he? So let's do that. 15, 20, 25, 30. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Who was next? Was it Ardus, I believe?
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna launch
Meanwhile-
myself at this one with the boils.
Okay. Just so you know, these leaks, because they're unattended, they've now just grown bigger.
Yep.
Okay. So you launch yourself at this one with the boils.
Mm-hmm. 21.
Oh, that's a hit.
That is a 6.
Okay. Better write that down. Yeah. Won't kill this one quite so easily. Right. Who was next? 11, 12. Right, Sir Dak.
Yeah.
There you are, fighting the boily one. Meanwhile, these you can see these leaks, because they're left unattended. They're growing much larger.
Mhm.
But you have the stuff prepped to do it.
I'll shout at Ardus, plug the leaks, plug the leaks.
Okay, that's a free action used.
And I'll take a swing at the crocodile man.
Okay.
Oh, and miss and embed my axe into the wall of the boat,
Oh dear.
creating another leak.
I haven't got any more. Oh, I do have more water elementals, but they're downstairs, so you're lucky.
Damn!
It's a plot leak only.
Yes.
Bolus.
I will. I'll hit the closest one to me and I'll try to spear it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to have disadvantage on wisdom saves as part of the hex.
Okay.
I got a 1, so I'll probably hit my own foot.
Yeah, pretty much. So, what you find is that the boat now, because the sails weren't properly loosed, it is now unless you can turn this boat quickly, it is going to ram up onto the shore. It's a rocky shore, and you can see on the shore more of these crocodile men.
Okay, do I make a roll for that?
No, it's basically, if on your next action you don't turn the boat is going to crash on the shore.
Okay.
Where lots of crocodile men lie waiting. Okay, there go. So let's do the ones on Pholus first of all. They have hit and hit for 15 total damage.
That's me down.
Okay, sorry Savannah, I forgot to ask you to do another life-death save.
Yeah, I was just ready to do that. 11.
That's another pass. And Ardus.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant as in they're going to attack Ardus.
Oh, sorry, that guy's got to attack, hasn't he? Sorry, I forgot. You're quite right.
Okay.
I didn't do that. It's actually going to attack Dak, though.
Mhm.
And misses.
Right.
Lucky.
So, I am going to start plugging up the holes.
Okay, can you make a survival roll, please?
Yarp. 5.
5. You managed to plug one hole.
Oh, that's better than I thought would happen.
And Dak.
I will take another swipe at the crocodile thing.
Okay.
Okay. 13, and that's it's an 18 for the
That's a
attack
hit.
with 7 damage.
Okay, that brings him up to 13 total. So he's still quite healthy, unfortunately. Although as you bring your axe down, you do slice across a couple of boils and pus flies out and flicks against the wall and your clothes. Ugh.
Well, if I was wearing that many clothes.
Can we have life and death saves from the those who are in desperate trouble, please?
Fail.
Pass. That's my 3 passes.
Indeed, so you've stabilized, but you're still incapacitated, lying and rolling around on the deck in agony as the crocodile men advance down the decks. 10, 15, I go back right, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're doing the same right behind him. They're marching their way down the stairwell and approaching these guys. So, have I rolled the pussy one? I haven't, have I?
No.
No. Okay.
Pussy one.
Yeah, it's called Pussy One. It's his name. He rolled 16 to hit.
Oh. That's a hit. If he's rolling against me.
Yep, 13 damage.
Oh, okay. I'm in trouble.
That's without me halving it.
Yes. Because you halved it last time, didn't you? Yeah.
Well, you halve it. I'm going to leave that to you.
Yeah, I'm in trouble.
Okay. Good, good, good. Right.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay. And I called this episode Consequences, right? Didn't I? This is my revenge.
I don't know. It's a built in a good way.
Payback for the dwarves.
Yeah. Ardus. Oh, hang on a minute. The wheel wasn't turned. The boat crashes against the rocks on the shore, lurches up and starts keeling over. You are all thrown against the side of the boat,
Ow.
taking, this includes the bad guy, but taking 2 damage, which clearly stuns our pussy one. His now called R+1. His name gets longer every turn.
Does that affect my death saves at all?
No, it wasn't strong enough for that. So the boat is now killed over slightly on its side, making any movement towards the steerboard side of the ship double movement. Oh wait, sorry, that's the port side of the ship. Making any movement towards the port, double movement. As you're all crammed up against the steerboard side.
Oh,
Ardus, your go.
yes. Have we stopped?
Yes, the boat is still being hammered by the wind, but the boat's not going to go anywhere, so what will happen if the wind is too strong is the mast will break.
All right.
There's
So
lots
I'm.
of creaking.
Yeah. Okay. So I just shout to everyone, "Get off the ship!" And I start climbing back up to the main deck.
These leaks are now irrelevant, of course. In fact, there's a much bigger hole in the front, but there's no water coming in on the ground on account of the fact you're not underwater in the water. So you're going to head towards the deck, yeah?
Yeah.
Front steps or rear?
Oh, the front.
Okay, so that's the hardest to reach in terms of the distance, like climbing up this deck. So your movement's 25, isn't it?
I believe so. Yes.
You only make it to there heading for those steps.
Yep.
Right, Dak.
Dax is floating in the water at the moment.
Oh yeah, you went down, didn't you? Oh wait, no, sorry. Did you go down?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's a 5.
Okay. So as you head for those front steps, Ardus, two crocodile men emerge on the deck behind you. And you're here. What do you do? Everyone else, Folus, could you life and death save, please?
I'm basically gonna just sort of look at them and then attempt to climb up
That's a
before they
pass.
reach me.
Sorry, I missed that, Jenny. Sorry.
I said I'm gonna just look at them and then try and climb up before they get to me.
Okay. Which gets you to there.
Oh
On the
crap!
boat. Okay,
Yeah.
so 10, 15, 20, 25. You get up to the top deck and you see below you Savannah. You see across by the wheelhouse Folus.
Okay. So I'm going to jump down to Savannah and attempt to revive him.
You see also on the stairs below you, the deck down, are the crocodile men emerging. In fact, there'd be. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot how the boat works. So actually, you kind of went beyond. So last turn, then you'd have been up to Savannah, and these guys would be emerging from the steps if I'd have counted that better, which I didn't. Sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, you're on top of Savannah. So
Alright.
you try to revive. Can you make a medicine roll, please?
Yeah. Oh, I got a 19.
Okay, Savannah, you're on 1 hit point. It might have been better to stay down.
Yeah.
Do you want to play dead?
Yes, I open one eye, but can I see any of the crocodile men?
You can hear them climbing the stairs amongst all the creaks and stuff.
Okay, so I stay down because I still look pretty injured, and wave Ardus off, not saying anything.
And at that moment, the door bursts open, behind you, Ardus, and these crocodile men. I'm sorry, they were right close behind you, and you took an action to deal with Savannah. So they. What's your AC?
It's 15.
They've actually missed. Or one of them misses, the other one doesn't get to attack because confined doorway.
Oh, okay. Is it still me, or are you gonna
Yeah, it's your
go
go.
around? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. In that case, I am going to attempt to send them both to sleep.
Okay.
Okay. Right. $24.
That is enough to put them asleep. Right, can the rest of the party just do their life and death saves to see if they stabilize?
I got a 20, that counts as 2, right?
Yes, it does. No, that's instant stabilization and you're on 1 hit point.
Yeah.
So it's just Phil to go. What do you want now, Phil?
Sorry, I had 17, so I've got 1 and 1 at the moment.
1 and 1. Okay, just dice them all off because
Okay.
we need to kind of know for the next session.
3 and 11.
Ooh, 2 and 2.
2 and 2. And 1, that's a fail. That's 3 fails.
How do you feel about a cleric?
Then again.
I said we didn't have any healers.
And it's at that moment that a large number of crocodile men emerge on the top deck, having just climbed up the side of the ship, expecting to rendezvous with their scouts that had gone ahead to raid the ship and bring it ashore. They instead see Ardus standing over the corpses of what they assume are their dead comrades. And they look at Ardus, and they see the immense power he must have, and they recommence in 2 weeks' time.
Good. Crocodile food.
Yep.
Maybe.
Well, they could do like on Endor and worship me as a god.
That's a possibility. I deliberately left it open to that possible interpretation. We'll find out in 2 weeks' time.
Sweet.
And I hope you all enjoyed that. Phil,
Yeah.
I'm not sure about I did it again! Why did you keep killing my characters? Sorry about
The
that.
miniatures were brilliant, by the way.
Sorry?
The miniatures were brilliant, by the way.
Oh, thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Yes.
I love them.
They were very good.
Yeah, I mean, they're good for murder hobo sessions. Yeah,
Yeah,
I would have got them out last
You just have
session
to
if I'd
change the
known.
punctuation now. Murder hobos. We don't murder them; they murder us.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yes. Well, technically the crocodile men don't have houses, so yeah.
Definitely hobos.
So, we'll be back in 2 weeks' time to see how or if they get out of these predicaments, or at least 3 of the characters will. Phil, do you want to make a new character?
I could do. I don't know. I'm going to get out of being dead.
I don't
Force Ghost.
think. Yeah, maybe
No, new character.
you could be the whole Obi-Wan Kenobi thing. Use the
Just a
You could
Force.
be a
Force.
second voice in Paulus's head, and you back and forth.
That's right.
One shoulder is Dax, the other is the fairy godmother.
Right, I'm gonna stop the broadcast now. So say your goodbyes, plug your channels down the line, everyone.
Bye.
Jenny has a channel. Go subscribe and share.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, bye, bye.